Yesterday, I went on Jason John Swartz's channel to talk about veganism and regenerative ruminant grazing systems. The panel consisted of Jason Swartz, Pat from the Out of This World channel, myself, Bruce Swartz, brother of Jason Swartz, and owner of the Bruce Sees All channel. Pat from the Out of This World channel claims that he's not a vegan, but a vegetarian. But he did make claims essentially characterizing the eating of meat to be immoral, and even said that the reason he doesn't eat meat is because he wants to be, quote, closer to God. I tried several times to help Pat understand the fact that exponentially more animals are killed by the intentional and lethal crop protection measures associated with crop agriculture, not to mention the unintentional animal deaths that occur by tillage, crop harvesting, and agrochemical drift and runoff. However, I was never really able to successfully communicate the truth. So what I want to respond to today is a statement made by Bruce at 4 hours and 16 minutes into the live stream, which went essentially as follows. Pat, no animals died for your fruit. Your apple that you're eating, hundreds of millions of apples will be eaten for a truckload of animals to die. But on Garland's end, there are billions of animals daily being slaughtered. Now, to Jason's credit, he wants to have me back on his channel to be able to speak on these subjects without interruption. However, during the actual live stream, I wasn't able to pry in a proper response to Bruce's claim. Therefore, I'm doing that here and now. We know that the lethal crop protection measures target all kinds of insects: rabbits, deer, moles, voles, mice, rats, doves, swans, starlings, crows, ravens, grackles, turkeys, geese, sparrows, pigs, bats, wombats, possums, skunks, squirrels, raccoons, gophers, elks, elephants, and others. These animals are killed using pesticides, rifles, traps and gassing, explosives, fumigants, and even crop protection measures marketed as non-lethal. So I thought it would be educational to take just one of the many categories of animals targeted by lethal crop protection measures, birds, and also take just one of the categories of lethal crop protection measures, pesticides, and compare those annual deaths to the annual deaths associated with a staple meat like beef. So as it turns out, there are about 33 million cattle slaughtered in the United States every year, which sounds like a lot until you realize that 672 million birds are harmed by pesticides every year in the United States, and 67 million out of those 672 million birds that are injured by crop agriculture pesticides are killed. Suffice to say, if you're someone who's willing to loudly claim that you care enough about the animals that you refuse to eat meat, and then take that a step further by making the claim that those who eat meat are moving themselves further away from God because of the death and suffering involved with procuring meat for the plate, then you owe it to the animals to take the time to genuinely get your head around the sheer magnitude of animal suffering and death associated with the production of the crops that provide the grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, roots, and tubers that find their way to the plates of virtue signaling vegans and vegetarians.